radio show. Only. You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance radio show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We have a very focused show. We only chat about items that affect the roof over your head, your bank account, anything I feel would benefit you. But before we get into our intriguing content today, please join me in welcoming our featured guest and repeat offender. Luca Smith is in the house.
I got a bad feeling about this. Good morning.
Wait, I thought we were going to do the cheering for me, Ron. We did the I got a bad feeling?
Ow! Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah, that's it. That's
okay.
it.
Let me remind you, if you ever have any home or finance-related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you. And you can reach out to me directly, 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990 or RonSiegelRadio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are no operators standing by. I am it.
Quiet, numbskulls. I'm broadcasting.
While I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan, a plan to save you money, I personally work with you, even if you don't have any needs today. Save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And of course, we're celebrating today. We do that every day on Ron Siegel Radio. Finding the best things to celebrate is one of the best parts of getting ready for the well, I guess there's a lot of good parts of getting ready for the broadcast, but I guess after having yesterday being National Wine Day, today we got to wind down. Yeah, not a good one right there. I got a lot of people that'll just laugh at us, but we're going to continue right along. Today we're celebrating. Okay, I don't know how many people are going to remember. Well, the first one is for Lucas, our friend here. Senior Health and Fitness Day.
Well, thank you. I am feeling fit.
Okay, there we go. Paper Airplane Day. I wonder what would happen to kids nowadays if they threw a paper airplane in class. I don't know, because I mean, I'm obviously not very young. I don't have young kids. But I remember the days when I did throw a paper airplane in class. Didn't go over too well. Lucas, you probably never threw a paper airplane at anybody in class, did you?
Well, Ron, I wouldn't today because, I would have to do anti-bullying classes.
Exactly.
I might get expelled from school.
Yeah, so get all of that stuff. So something, being that I have beaten anorexia, and there are some options as to what we can celebrate, I get the mic. I'm going with National Blueberry Cheesecake Day.
Yeah, baby.
I like that one. I can go with National Blueberry Cheesecake Day. Can we do that? I wonder what kind of wine goes. We'll have to call Michael Cox and find out from him. What wine pairs with blueberry cheesecake? In my world, any of them. It doesn't matter. I'm an equal opportunity drinker.
I was going to say, can I have any for $10, Ron?
Any for $10. That one works. Dow Jones Industrial Average now up 69 points. What a roller coaster that's been today. The S&P 500 up 12 points. NASDAQ up 89 points. Oil up 16 cents a barrel. I'm going to tell you, I know some people like it when I share this. Some people don't like it when I share this. National average, gallon of gasoline, $3.03.5 per gallon. But hey, if you want gasoline, $2.71.5. Not in Calizuela. That would be in Mississippi, $2.71.7 in Louisiana, $2.73.2. That's Texas. $3.92 is Hawaii. And in the formerly Golden State, $4.17 a gallon.
Ow!
$4.17 a gallon. Isn't that special?
Downtown LA, it's $4.89.
but who wants to go to downtown? Oh, I shouldn't say that. We might have some listeners from downtown LA. Hey, how about this one? I think the city is Gresham, Oregon. This might be coming to a school near you. So Gresham, Oregon, right outside of Portland, I believe, is the community. Now they're going to change the way they're going to have an American flag in classes, but they've got to have a BLM flag and a pride flag in the classes. Every class. Don't they have something better to spend the money on? I just throw that out there. I mean, I have no problem. I mean, I'm a firm believer all lives matter, right? And you know, I have people tell me that because I say all lives matter, that makes me a racist. I don't know where that becomes. Now, I would go the other way around. If you're saying that only black lives matter, that would make you a racist, right? But that's a whole different story. Mayor Lightfoot, if you've followed that, mayor of Chicago, only grants interviews to black and brown people. I don't get it. The major news should be having some comment on that. Again, my world, all lives matter. I am an equal opportunity, as they said. Now, I like. Now, I'm gonna date myself here, which I do frequently. Not that kind of dating, Lucas. Don't go there, right? But being old as I am, Johnny Carson used to come out with a line. He was an equal opportunity, right? He would go after anybody. That's kind of our world right here on Ron Siegel Radio. I have no problem. I will make fun of anybody, any situation, anytime, just so that we make sure that we're equal and sharing with everyone. Take a look at the president's schedule yesterday. He worked just a little bit less than my friend Lucas. So he has two things on the schedule, 1:30, an afternoon meeting with George Floyd's family. And then I think he might have done a little bit of a press conference. He might have gone to sleep after that. That's about the extent of the president's day. Unbelievable. George Floyd, what do you think about George Floyd's family meeting with the president of the United States? Now, anybody with half a heart would say that what happened to George Floyd shouldn't have happened, right? Just my opinion, but I think that, you know, no one's going to say that the man deserved to die. Now, did he do some things to help himself along the way? I mean, taking drugs, you know that you're going to cause a problem for yourself if you are taking drugs outside of those being prescribed by a physician. So I'm just going to throw that out there for you. But, you know, something the police officers might have been wise to show a little bit more discretion. Just throw that out there for you. Hey, moving right along into the real estate world. There's a new news story in real estate. I don't know if you're following this one, but I do, and I will share it with you right here, right now. How about a new loan that's being discussed? Now, I don't know about this new loan. I'm not, from what I've seen of it so far, I don't think that I'm a big fan of it. Once again, we're targeting certain individuals. So I'm not a big fan of anything that targets specific individuals. Although I am a supporter of police officers, prison guards, firefighters, paramedics, emergency medical technicians, public or private school teachers who have worked in those professions for at least 4 years. Big fan of all of those people. I really appreciate everything they do for us every day. But here's the concept. This new bill that they're proposing would be 100% financing for those individuals. 100% financing for those individuals. I gotta say that, have we seen this before?
I got a bad feeling about this.
So now let's think about what they're talking about doing here. There'd be an upfront mortgage insurance premium of 3.6%.
Ow!
Yeah, now you can finance that into the property, so you don't have to come out of pocket with that. That would be kind of like what they're doing with FHA now, but you do have to have some skin in the game on the FHA loan, and you have a 1.25% upfront mortgage insurance premium that gets added to the loan balance. This is a 3.6%. So think about what that really means is your first 3.6% of your equity, of your appreciation, gets to go to just cover this initial outlay. Now, I'm a big believer, get in the game. Whatever it takes, get in the game. But 100%. Now, let's think about what's going on here. Lucas, is there an abundance of listed properties for sale right now?
Negatory, Ghostwriter.
Okay, so we don't have a lot of properties out there for sale, and we're going to do an incentive for buyers. Where are we going to get the inventory to help that? Now, what that's going to really mean is prices have to go up, right? Supply stays low where it is right now. Demand is, we're putting an incentive on the demand side. So if you increase demand, keep supply where it is or low, which is low right now, economics 101, boys and girls, that means prices go up. Now, that'll help that first responder because they're going into the property. Do you remember 2009, 2010? Term came out in those days, it was called underwater, right? And it wasn't like it was raining outside. It meant that you owed more on your house than it's worth. How do we define what a house is worth? It's very simple. There is only one way to decide the value of any piece of property. It doesn't even have to be a house. What a willing buyer will pay a willing seller. So we've defined that this house is worth, call it $500,000, and we put a loan on that house for $516,800, if my math is correct. That means that's the definition of underwater. Now, if you decide 6 months later that you got a job transfer, you have to sell that house. Well, you call your local friendly real estate professional, and it's going to cost you some money to sell the house. 5%, 6%, 7%, whatever the number is. You call Team 53. We talk about that as well. We talked about that many, many times. That's going to get you the absolute most money for that house. You get your check in 53 days every single time. Okay, so you do that, and you got all your expenses. That's called a short sale. That's just where you're starting off on this. So you're going to have to keep that property at least a couple of years to get back to even if you assume the normal Orange County, California, 5.29% average appreciation over the last 61 years. Just throw that out there for you when you're contemplating these things. And now what would you do if you're one of these individuals that are being questioned, are being segmented out? Police officers, prison guard, firefighter, paramedics, emergency technicians, public and private school teachers. Hey, this is Memorial Day week. Why aren't veterans on there? Oh no, they don't have to. They have their own loan. They get a VA loan, right? No down payment for them at all. Okay, so now we understand that one. So you're going in under. If you just bought a house though last month, and you're one of that group, and you put 20% down, 10% down, whatever, and you didn't get that 100% financing, how you feeling?
I think you're in a better equity position anyway, and you should still feel good about your purchase.
Okay. So there, you're probably right, Lucas. So we're gonna we'll get on with that. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. We're gonna chat with Luca Smith when we come back. Hey, what happens if you pay over asking price for a house? What is that going to mean to you? I've got a case study. I'm going to give you the background on it, and we're going to get Luca Smith's opinion. Where do experts say the housing market is heading? I don't think that's even the right story for today, but we'll. Hey, what do you say?
I can guess.
What do you say? What do you say? Moving on the fly here. Buying a home is still affordable, and we've got a featured home brought to you by myfavoritelender.net. All that and more. You can reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990 or RonSiegelRadio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. On Twitter @Ron Siegel. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Inflation is here. Prices are up all around. How much is your income up? Are you sitting on your home equity? Are you ready to put your money to work? The solution could be the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program that may increase your net worth up to $75,000 per year. For details on the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Again, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Licensed under DRE number 02059058.
Blue Water Credit Repair is the industry leader in fixing bad credit. Did you know a 40-point increase in your credit score can save you $40,000 on a home loan and $4,000 on a car loan? You deserve good credit and peace of mind. Take the first step today and go to bluewatercredit.com and register for a free consultation from one of their credit repair experts. That's bluewatercredit.com.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Trimming of your retirement does not include losing your house. However, due to today's lower stock market, higher medical bills, and taxes, many retirees face this very problem. This is why it is necessary that you, as a baby boomer considering retirement within the next 10 years, understand reverse mortgages and what one could do for you or your parents. A reverse mortgage could make it possible for you or your parents to travel, buy a second home, or start a new business. For more information about reverse mortgages, just call our off-air number at 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990, or visit realestateradio.com and click the free workshop button.
Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at ronismylender.com. That's ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunity. You just need some trusted guidance. That's my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Dow Jones Industrial Average now up 66 points. NASDAQ up is up 85 points. We'll look at the S&P 500. That's up 1119. 10-year Treasury down 1 basis point on the yield, 1 tick. Yeah, I like that one. That's when that goes down a little bit, that's good news. And we've got the mortgage-backed securities down 5 basis points on the bond. That means interest rates are up just a little bit. But why? Well, here's some of the background. The Mortgage Bankers Association released their mortgage application data for the week ending 5/21, showing that overall application volume decreased by 4.2%. Applications to purchase a home were down 4%. Refinances decreased by 7%. That's part of the reason. So we're looking at that one for you. We did talk about the Federal Reserve. You gotta wonder about the Fed sometimes. They're driving us a little bit nutty because now they're talking about. No, I'm not repeating myself. That's what their commentary is. They're talking about when they should stop the tapering, when they should stop buying bonds. Oh, you think? Maybe they're looking at a little inflation here. That's kind of what they're talking about. It fascinates me that they don't want to talk about it. They just want to talk about talking about it. Unbelievable. So talk about what's going on with no inventory. Zonda released some builder data showing that an increasing amount are taking a pause on contracts until construction catches up. 7% are now only taking reservations, which will convert to contracts as production catches up. This means it'll be difficult to see meaningful amount of supply come to the market in the near term. And the CEO of Hyatt Hotels, they're in the news right now. They have seen, this is a surprise. I wonder where Gomer is when we need him. Surprise! CEO of Hyatt Hotels said they have seen increases in applicants for jobs in states where the governors have suspended the additional unemployment benefits. Is that surprising? Be interesting to see where the coming weeks when we're seeing what the first-time unemployment claims come on, and we probably won't see a lot of this until later in the year. Those that the governors that did not decide to terminate the extra benefit, well, those states get to wait until Labor Day to see what happens. Don't shoot the messenger. I just share the information with you. That is the mortgage market. Mortgage Minute brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. Easy for me to say today. Holy
You okay today, buddy?
Yeah, you know something? I wonder what they spiked my water with. And I mean, probably not enough, but that's a different story. Mortgage Minute brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. So I wanted to share with you, there's a tool that our lending team has and uses on a regular basis, and we call it a bid over ask tool. And it's a very, very interesting tool because basically what the tool does, it looks at a few pieces of data. It looks at a specific property, says when was the last sale of that property, what was the last sale price of that property, what is the current estimated value. Now, that could be what that property is listed for, but the tool actually does come up with its own calculation based on appreciation in that area. Not general appreciation, but appreciation for that area. And actually comes up with a value of the property. So I just went and hypothetically, and Lucas, here's some of the numbers for you. I know you're a numbers guy. So this particular property is listed right now, Fullerton, California, for $724,000. The tool comes back and says, being that it sold for $500 and change in 2006, I think it was, it's telling me that the appreciated value comes out at $739,000. But the property's listed for $724,900. Is it fair, because you're the real estate expert, I am just a guy that does a little radio show in the morning, that you may get a value of $50,000 over asking price?
Yeah, average over asking in that particular area right now is between $40,000 to $60,000.
$40,000 to $60,000 in that area. So I just used a $50,000 over asking price, came up with $774,900. Now, based on current appreciation levels, how long is it going to take for this family to be back to break even on the dollar amount only? Because you and I both know, Lucas, that if you're buying a new house for your family, the amount you pay for the property is only a small piece of the puzzle.
Yep.
Right? The first thing that's most important, especially when you and I are sitting here, is the most important part is, what does mama think?
Oh yeah, happy wife, happy life. Right? That's the universal truth, buddy.
Right? We don't get a vote. We might get a vote when it comes to the dollars and cents, but if mama doesn't like the property today, 6 months from now, mama ain't gonna like the property even more.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bad situation.
Okay, so we're just talking from a dollars and cents standpoint. How long is it going to take, based on today's appreciation, for us to get that $50,000 back that we spent over asking price? And I don't ever like to put my guests on the spot, but Six months. 6 months is all it takes. Right? So there's 50,000 in the scope of the world of everything. Is 6 months meaningful?
Well, you have to ask yourself how long you plan on staying in that house.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up, Lucas. And the fun part is we didn't even plan this, right? So if you planned on staying there 5 years, based on the current appreciation for Orange County, California, $281,072 is your appreciation 5 years out.
Well, let's use actual numbers. So actual numbers show that people move somewhere between every 8 to 12 years.
Right.
8 to 12 years. So add 3 more years onto that, and what's your appreciation then?
Well, you figure 5, that's almost 55,000. It's probably another $150,000.
Probably another 100. So then you have to ask yourself, is that worth it?
Yeah. And you know something, most people, I'm going to submit, I know my friend Lucas here is not the average. He's above average, right? But most people don't look at the numbers and just say, 50,000, what does that mean in the scope of all the big numbers?
Right.
Right. So they're not looking at that and saying, that's 6 months worth of appreciation. Am I willing to give up 6 months worth of appreciation? Now, if I had thought about this long and hard, I might have done a cost of waiting analysis for 6 months.
Right.
Right. Because 6 months from now, that property, well, it's going to be $775,000, right?
And you pay $3,000 a month in rent for 6 months. So that's another $18,000 out the door.
Right. And you're looking at what is interest going to be then? I don't know. The
higher.
Yeah, the risk is it's going to be higher than it, or there's more risk of it being higher than it is today than lower than it is today. Right.
Yeah.
So just think about that. If you ever want a bid over ask analysis, RJ at RonSiegelRadio.com. RJ at RonSiegelRadio.com. All we need to do is know the property address that you're contemplating. What is the list price? And what are you thinking about paying for it? Our team has all the other data that's needed for that. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, buying a home still affordable? And we've got you that featured home brought to you by my favorite lender, .net. All that and more. You can reach me anytime off air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, shame on you. But the replay is available. Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rates subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 0186945.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Blue Water Credit Repair is the industry leader in fixing bad credit. Did you know a 40-point increase in your credit score can save you $40,000 on a home loan and $4,000 on a car loan? You deserve good credit and peace of mind. Take the first step today and go to BlueWaterCredit.com and register for a free consultation from one of their credit repair experts. That's BlueWaterCredit.com.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at RonIsMyLender.com. That's RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Inflation is here. Prices are up all around. How much is your income up? Are you sitting on your home equity? Are you ready to put your money to work? The solution could be the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program that may increase your net worth up to $75,000 per year. For details on the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Again, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Licensed under DRE 02059058.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That's my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, the real-time real estate segment today. Being brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text SLT Home Digest to 79564. Find your dream home before someone else does. The digest tells you exactly what the county recorder knows about your property, what the market believes about your property, and it is free from your friends at Ron Siegel Radio. So buying a home, is it still affordable? Last year has put emphasis on the importance of one's home. As a result, some renters are making the jump into home ownership, while some homeowners are reevaluating their current house and considering a move to one that better fits their current lifestyle. Understanding how housing affordability works and the main market factors that impact it may help those who are ready to buy a home narrow down the optimal window of time in which to make a purchase. There are three main factors that go into determining how affordable homes are for buyers. Number one, mortgage rates. Funny how people don't realize the tiniest number on a real estate contract has the most significant effect. Number two, mortgage payments as a percentage of income. Number three, home prices. The National Association of Realtors, NAR, produces a housing affordability index. It takes these three factors into account and determines an overall affordability score for housing. According to NAR, the index, quote, measures whether or not a typical family earns enough income to qualify for a mortgage loan on a typical home at the national and regional levels based on the most recent price and income data, unquote. Their methodology states, quote, to interpret the indices, a value of 100 means that a family with a median income has exactly enough income to qualify for a mortgage on a median home-priced home. An index above 100 signifies that family earning the median income has more than enough income to qualify for a mortgage loan on a median-priced home, assuming a 20% down payment. So the higher the index, the more affordable it is to purchase a home. If you're watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv, ABC News and Talk AM 1490, or the Ron Siegel Radio socials, you're seeing a chart right now that shows home affordability. Yeah, so 174 is where we are right now. The only time we were really better than that was during the height of the Great Recession, when we were ranging anywhere from 186 to 176. Basically, that's because at that time, we had a lot of distressed properties. I don't want more distressed properties. So we can see really now that we're in a very, very strong time. Why are homes so affordable today? Although there are three factors that drive the overall equation, the one that's playing the largest part in today's house buying affordability is historically low mortgage rates. Based on this primary factor, we can see that it's more affordable to buy a home today than at any time in the last 8 years. If you're considering purchasing your first home or moving up to one that you've always hoped for, it's important to understand how affordability plays into the overall cost of your home. Bottom line, if you feel ready to buy, purchasing a home this summer may save you a significant amount of money over time based on historical affordability trends. Let's chat about it, see how it works for you. That is the real-time real estate segment. Again, brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Text SLT Home Digest to 79564. Find your dream home before someone else does. Hey, if I forgot to share it in the first two segments, don't forget, Ron Siegel Radio, we're giving away, I like giving away things, right? 4 days, 3 nights in Las Vegas. You just have to cover taxes and fees, your incidentals. 4 days, 3 nights in Vegas from your friends at Ron Siegel Radio. Here's the way it works. You have to go to rsrtrivia.com, answer a trivia question. The answer, don't tell anybody, it's just between you and me, veteran. That's the answer, veteran, because this is Memorial Day week. So veteran is the answer. Now, there is one other way. I have 9 certificates that I skimmed off the top to give to new home buyers or refinance individuals. So get your loan started. First 9 only. Get your loan started with the Siegel Lending Team. Get it locked in. Once you fund with the team, you're one of the first 9, you get one of those certificates. 4 days, 3 nights in Las Vegas. And we're back open again. I understand Vegas has got everything up and running out there, so I might have to go and just check it out myself. That's from your friends at Ron Siegel Radio. Continue our conversation. Luca Smith is in the house. Let's see if I can get the whole. Now, we've only got about 4 minutes left in the segment, so all we're going to talk about during the next 4 to 5 minutes is the name of the company. It's the Lucas team.
No, the Smith team.
The Smith team, sorry. Got to get it right. So I already got that wrong.
Smith, yeah. Don't get me in trouble. We talked about the happy wife thing, buddy.
Smith team at your home sold guaranteed realty.
That only took 2 minutes.
Okay, so I mean, you must have a business card that's like an 8.5 or a billboard size. Like,
it stands out.
Yeah, I would imagine that it stands out. So in the last segment, I gave you all my methodologies because I'm a numbers guy. I'm a financial guy. I'm not the emotion guy that you are, right? I mean, you're dealing with people in their house and they're emotional. They like it. They don't like it. I look at the numbers and say, does it make sense? When you're talking to some of the folks that you're consulting and they're thinking about whether they should pay more than the asking price, what are you telling them?
So, and you're right. You really get to approach that emotional block of it's $40,000 more than they're asking, right?
Right.
Because that's a lot of money. Let's face it, that's a lot of money.
Absolutely a lot of money.
Right? So we get to do just that. We take that emotion a little bit out of it and we look at that long term. We project it a little bit further down the road, right?
Okay.
We also steer the emotion a little bit, right? How do you feel about the house, right? You told me this is the home for you.
Sure. Does it make sense for you and your family?
Does it make sense for you and your family? This is where you guys want to be. Susie goes to school down the street, right? Johnny's going to go to the high school that you want him to go to next year.
So you're not manipulating their thought process. You're just guiding them,
reinforcing
what they already really knew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because a lot of times when you start getting into that, you start wondering, okay, do I really want to? Here's my question, because maybe I'm different than most people.
Well, I don't think that's a question, Ron, but okay.
I don't want to be made a fool of and pay too much. And I'm just articulating what's in somebody's.
No. And I get it. And that's hard to work with, right? And again, that's why we focus on what we want, what we need in our life, and what our focus is for our families, right? Because Ron, you have a family,
right?
I mean, I think they still acknowledge you.
Some do, some don't,
right? And we
COVID's had a big effect here.
I know. There's still social distancing.
Exactly.
It's been going on 3 years, but we get to help them articulate really what their wants and needs are and really what's going to fit their family best. And at any time, if that doesn't fit what's best for their family, we're gonna advise them that they should walk away.
And you know something, that's the important part of this whole takeaway, right? Is because a salesperson is not going to ever tell you walk away, right? A salesperson just says, they keep on going with that emotional part of it and trying to drive that home and get to the contract, close the deal. The educator and the person that's got enough business
comes from a place of service,
right? So you're just trying to guide them down that path. Did you really mean that you wanted that house to be close to Susie's school?
Right.
Did you really mean that you wanted 4 bedrooms and not 3?
Correct.
Did you really mean that you needed that white picket fence and the pool was real important to you? Now, if you didn't mean those things, let's find out what you do mean.
Or even if you meant them then, but you didn't realize the importance of them at that time. Because at that moment of attrition, right, there's definitely that tipping point of, is this really important or is it really not? Right? I mean, I'm working on losing a couple of pounds. and I like tacos and ice cream.
Sure.
Right? So at that moment of attrition, when it's, do I get some rocky road or do I watch my weight? I get to have those same sorts of conversations about what's important to me.
And we know the answer.
I told you I like tacos and ice cream, right? I mean, I said that clearly.
But that's really the case of it, because I've said the same thing. Is I can tell people what's important to somebody is, if you show me your calendar, I'll know what's important to you. Right. If you show me your checkbook, I'll know what's important to you. Right. Don't get the words are irrelevant.
Yeah.
Right. I want to lose 50 pounds. Right. But if I go to the restaurant every night and I have a couple of martinis and I have a nice big dinner and a dessert, well, it's just lip service. It's not really what I want.
Yeah.
Right. So it's not really true desire.
Right.
So we're looking at the same thing from the real estate standpoint to bring this full circle. Do you really want that house that's 2 blocks from Susie's school? What's more important to you, Susie's school or $50,000?
Right.
And Susie's school is going to be there for the next 8 years. $50,000 is going to be made up in 6 months.
Right.
Right. Think about those are just the numbers. Those are just raw numbers.
Right.
Right. We don't have to get too excited about all that. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. More with Luca Smith. When we come back, we'll continue our conversation. Got a featured home brought to you by myfavoritelender.net. And oh yeah, maybe we'll give away a few more Las Vegas trips. You can reach me anytime off air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. No longer on Twitter, but if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numero 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Inflation is here. Prices are up all around. How much is your income up? Are you sitting on your home equity? Are you ready to put your money to work? The solution could be the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program that may increase your net worth up to $75,000 per year. For details on the Realty Pro 100 Wealth Builder program, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Again, text My Wealth Builder to 79564. Licensed under DRE number 0205-9058.
Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rate. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at ronismylender.com. That's ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Do you have a goal of mortgage-free home ownership? What if your home was valued at $500,000? Are you aware that a free and clear home could be costing you $2,500 every month, $30,000 per year? The mortgage planners at the Siegel Lending Team would like to show you how you can own your home, generate tax-free income, and accumulate family wealth. You simply need to call Ron Siegel at 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990. By sending the team a copy of your most recent mortgage statement, the team will send you a no-obligation mortgage adoption plan. You be the judge if it's right for your family. Again, all you have to do is send the team a copy of your mortgage statement by email to map@ronsiegelradio.com or call today Ron Siegel 1-800-306-1990. That's 1-800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporation and MLS 217037 and decal BRE number 018694552.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That's my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The featured home segment today being brought to you by myfavoritelender.net. Myfavoritelender.net. They've got the featured home. I got to find it. What are we featuring today? Oh, it's a Robert LaBianca property, 49705 Althea Drive in beautiful La Quinta. I'm going to head out there this weekend. 4 bedrooms, 4 full and a half a bathroom. A magnificent and spacious south-facing custom walled-in mini estate on a private cul-de-sac boasting over 3,300 square feet, 4 beds with a walk-in closet, 4.5 bathrooms, all ensuite, all custom cabinets, granite countertops, stone flooring, and all stainless steel appliances. Backyard resembles a 5-star resort with oversized pool. I need oversize. And it's got a spa, outdoor fireplace, outdoor kitchen, oversized lot, room for casitas. For casitas, you do not want to miss the opportunity. Looks pretty nice to me. I saw some of the pictures of it. Fascinating when you look at the pricing differences between beautiful La Quinta and Orange County. So if I were to say a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, plus a half bath, and what did I say? It was 3,300 square feet, all on one level.
1.2?
You're close. 1.295.
Hey, I do real estate, Ron.
All right, yeah.
Right? You didn't bring me on here just for fun. I mean, I do this.
Well, I know you do it. I just didn't know how familiar you were with La Quinta. It's a beautiful, I mean, what would that sell for in Fullerton?
Oh, my God.
Right? That would be a massive number.
I'd love that listing.
Yeah. So let's think about that one. 10% down, you're looking at $52.34 a month. 20% down, $46.52 a month. 25% down, following the Ron Siegel Radio strategy, you'd be looking at $4,030 a month. 25% down strategic, $4,030 a month. For those of you keeping score, and yes, I know you listen in, APR of 3.713, 3.60, and a 3.075. That's a jumbo loan at 3.075 APR, NMLS 217037. If you want any more information on this or any listing, any properties, Robert LaBianca, he is the agent on it. Give me a call at 800-306-1990, and I'll put you in touch. Great information right there. So let's continue our conversation. We are chatting with Luca Smith. He is from the Smith team, Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty.
That's it. That's the whole show.
That's the. You were telling me before, Lucas, that you're doing commercials. They must be like 5-minute commercials just so you can get the name of the company in.
Dude, it's hard to get some 60-second spots with that. I'm telling you what.
So you have to come up with an acronym or something like that.
Yeah, there's a word count limit that we got to stick to. So.
Exactly. So tell me what's going on in the real estate market. I know the last you were in, very, very minimal amount of listings, although you guys are getting more than your share of listings. That's great to know.
How is that more than my share?
Well, more than the average. Maybe not more than your share. More than the average.
We're okay with more than average.
Yeah. No, we always want to be more than average, right? You're not average guys. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
Right.
So getting a good share of listings. So you're out there and moving those on for people.
Mm-hmm.
Helping some families find some new properties.
Yep, absolutely.
Do you have the Smith team process to get these properties, these offers approved? That's got to be the challenge right now, right?
Offers approved in what way?
As far as the purchases.
Oh yeah,
right. I mean, because that's the biggest challenge I hear all over Southern California. Actually, in a lot of parts of most of the country, is that the tough part is you're getting multiple offers on every property. How do you win those?
Well, and yeah, it's
a package.
It's a package, right?
You have to have a lot of components to get that winning number.
It's who you have representing you,
right?
Right, because that's critical.
So let me throw this one at you because I just ran into this at a birthday party over the weekend. So one of the people there just bought a new property out in the Coachella Valley. Listing agent was in the Coachella Valley. The buyer's agent was from Orange County.
Okay.
And the people out in the Coachella Valley, the agents out there,
very cliquish.
They don't want to really cooperate, especially come into their neighborhood, then they're not real cooperative. Do you find that be normal?
Depends.
Okay.
Depends. There's some communities where it's very cliquish, right? And usually it's in resort communities.
Okay. So that's a resort community issue.
Yeah. Resort communities, senior communities, depending on where they are in some areas, can be very cliquish, right?
Okay. So if that's a client, is there a way around that for the buyer, being that they want to get their offer accepted? They're going to probably go in behind the 8 ball a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? Because they have to, not only do they have to have the winning offer, but they have to beat the click.
And again, who do you have representing you?
There you go.
Right.
Okay.
So we had some activity on some of our properties this weekend. We did a couple of open houses because they're allowed.
Finally.
And we had people, so I get a variety of text. I get an agent who says, hey, I'm this person with this company. Here's my DRE number, and I'd like to show your property on this street at 2:30 today. Seems very professional, right?
Sure, yeah.
Agent B comes in and says, can I show your listing? Text. That's what their entire text says. Can I show your listing?
I don't know. Can you?
Which one? There's my first question. Which one? Who are you, and when do you want to show? Right. So if you're hiring cousin Larry to represent you, and his regular job is managing a Pizza Hut, he's going to come in and say, can I show your listing?
So that's going to tell so as a listing agent, now you know that I've got somebody that's not really professional.
Right.
And
probably not educated in how to purport themselves as a professional, and probably going to be more work for my team and I than we actually want to do on the deal to represent both the buyer and the seller at that point, because they don't have any real representation.
That's a fascinating part of it, right? Because they don't have real representation. So now we look at it, we say, all things being equal, is the less than professional individual going to get the winning bid?
No.
Right? You're going to go with that. You're going to tell your client, you have a fiduciary responsibility to your client,
right?
To say, I think this is the best option for you, and here's the reason why.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to trust our professional opinion, and we're going to break down the purchasing power of the buyer,
right?
The professionality of how the offer has been presented, how the agent has presented themselves, and how the offer has been presented to us, right? And our prediction, just based on our experience of how that transaction is going to go and what's going to happen.
And we've talked many, many times on Ron Siegel Radio, the thing that's most important, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Lucas, for the seller, they want to know, what is the price I'm going to get? What is the contingencies I have to deal with? And how long is my escrow?
They want the most money with the least amount of hassle in the least amount of time.
Okay.
Let's say that again. Most money, least amount of hassle, least amount of time.
So I got most of it.
Yeah.
Just didn't say it quite as articulate.
No, but that's right. This is what I do.
Sure.
Right. That's what people want.
Right. That's exactly what they're looking for. And they're trying to just get to the end. And the only thing you and I didn't say is they want the deal to close.
Yeah.
Right? They want it to close. And if you've got somebody that's not real professional, maybe they didn't go to a great lender. Maybe they didn't share all of everything that the buyer needs to know, right? Is there an HOA? Maybe they didn't tell them, what the cost is of it. You're going to have more surprises for the buyers, which is more roadblocks to closing.
Oh, that's definitely one of the things we look at, is how much front end work did the lender do before they presented me this offer? Right? If I get a pre-approval letter, I'm doing air quotes, everybody, pre-approval letter from Joe's Lending Shack,
right?
Right? And it's basically a Word document that's just printed out.
Sure. That's going to tell you a little bit of what you need to know.
All I need to know about how much homework that guy did.
Great information as always. We appreciate Luca Smith coming in. The Smith team at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. Hey, don't forget, I'm going to share it real quick. RSRtrivia.com, RSRtrivia.com. You can text RSR Trivia as well. Trivia answer, veteran, or if you're one of the first 9 people to get started on a home loan purchase or refinance, lock it, and once you get closed, 4 days, 3 nights in Las Vegas. All you pay is the taxes and the fees. Great from Ron Siegel Radio. And as always, I ask you, set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to Josh and Sean who are engineering us today. And of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, we want me to introduce you to Luca Smith, give me a call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.
And I can be saved. The tides that I tried to swim against.